Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. My name is Arcata, and welcome to the Mailbag Showdown for the week of June 16th, 2013, answering questions, comments, and giving opinions on the world of anime and Western otakus in general. If you would like to send in an email, you can at mailbagshowdown@glassreflection.net. That is, once again, mailbagshowdown@glassreflection.net, and I will respond as soon as I can, whenever that may happen to be. First message of the week comes in from Andrew. Arcata, for a long time, the anime industry's largest moneymaker has been the large revenue of the big three, Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. With now one of them finished and another on its, assumed by me, last arc, how do you think the anime industry will respond to the collapse of this triarchy? Will it cope by creating new, equally long-running anime to return balance, or simply hobble for a bit to then continue on as if nothing ever happened? Or perhaps some other option I have yet to think of. Personally, what I think will end up happening is that another shonen will just be created or popularized to fill in the gap rather than the industry just collapsing in on itself. Now, there's no telling as to whether these new shows will be good or as popular as previous shonen, but considering the population of the big three, anime companies are unlikely to leave those fan bases without a show to support. It's just money waiting to be taken from them, really, and a lot of shonen fans simply just like the kind of storytelling that shonen provides, and just making a new show or animating a new shonen manga might be the simple answer to fill in that void. They could go a different way, but that's what I think is gonna end up happening. Next message comes in from Mad Shadow. You've often listed Neon Genesis Evangelion, Fullmetal Alchemist, Bebop, Trigun, and Akira as 5 key must-watch anime. If you were to expand that list to 10 series, what would you add? I'd like to know if there's anything important I haven't yet watched, as well as what I should suggest to my friends who are new to the medium once they've cleared your big 5. The problem with coming up with a must-watch anime list is that everybody has different tastes. Even when I was coming up with the original 5 series to that list, I realized that there are some entries on it, like Akira, that not a lot of people are going to want to watch. But I put it on there anyways, considering that it's only a film that doesn't require a lot of time to watch it. And as much as I like shows, say, like Clanad, I know that there are a lot of people out there who don't necessarily care for that kind of show, so for me to add it to a must-watch list doesn't really seem right to me. So what I tried to do was I tried to keep the list down to those shows that are either the most open or really well-liked and are critically acclaimed to some point. Or just things like Akira that have a lot of cultural significance in how the anime has come to North America. As such, I really don't think that I can add on to that list more than I already have, at least not now, as no new entry would have the same impact as the original 5 did. Not saying I'll never add on to that list, but just now and for the foreseeable future, leaving it at 5 seems to be the best option to me. And the last question comes in from Sir Reginald Lee IV. I've been listening to your podcasts for quite some time, and I've come to notice a pattern. Whenever you mention purchasing anime online, you always seem to recommend the same source, Right Stuff. Why is this? Is there something the matter with purchasing anime online elsewhere? I've personally bought nearly all of my anime from Amazon.com, most of that courtesy of their new and used market. I realize that I may be leaving myself prey to the classic used bookstore argument that purchasing things used isn't helping the industry, but the fact of the matter is that 9 times out of 10 I simply can't afford Right Stuff's prices. What are your thoughts on Amazon as a source for anime, or any other online retails for that matter, and what are your thoughts on buying used anime? Generally, I prefer to buy things from Right Stuff mainly because as a collector, buying an anime new guarantees that it comes in the best condition possible, and then I don't have to worry about damaged cases or discs that used copies tend to come with. On top of that, Right Stuff happens to be like the cheapest place to buy new anime on the internet, at least in North America, and they have a habit of having these like really ridiculous Steam similar deals on the go from time to time, which makes buying from them really worth it. That said, if Right Stuff doesn't happen to carry a particular show that I want to buy, I don't mind buying used, as long as I take a lot of time to carefully avoid buying bootlegs accidentally, because if you end up buying a bootleg, you might as well have just downloaded it, because it's cheaper, the quality's usually better, and bootlegs don't help the industry in any respect. At least with used, you can argue that at one point it was bought. As for retailers, Amazon's usually your best bet. I would avoid going to places like eBay because bootlegs are abundant and there's no quality control for it, so it's a lot harder to try and figure out what is legit and what isn't. So hopefully that answers all of your questions, and that's me done for this week. If you would like to send in an email, please make sure to check out the FAQ video that I have to make sure that I have not already answered what you may want to ask, and it also covers a lot of the things that I just generally won't answer for one reason or another. After that, feel free to send me a message at mailbagshowdown@glassreflection.net, and I will get to your email when I have the time, with the best of them being used for the show itself. Thanks for watching, and until next time, ladies, gentlemen, and others, stay frosty.